Hey guys, in this tutorial we will learn how to validate a form in Codeigniter 3. In a previous part we have seen how to install and configure Codeigniter 3. If you didn't see, you can check out my previous video where I've taught you how to install and configure Codeigniter 3 in a simple way. So in this part, let's jump into our applications. So go to C drive and go to XAMPP htdoc, and here is my CI tutorial, which is CI tutorial and CI applications, you can name it. So what we have to do, first we need to go to application and then go to views, and here we will create a form. Okay, so let's create our view. I'm giving any name, just let's put it form, and form.php, you can give any name, and let's drag this one in our code editor. I'm using NetBeans IDE 8.2, and let's put it some HTML, and HTML should be close. Okay, everything we will understand from scratch. I will not skip any steps, so you will be it will be a very helpful for you, and it's pretty easy for understanding. So this is HTML, and then inside HTML we need to put head tag, and head tag have a title tag, title, title, and title should be close, and then simply type your page title, and page title is just put it form validation, and after head tag just put it a body tag, and body tag should be closed, and inside a body we need to create a form to validate a form. So this is just a HTML form, right, like a normal HTML, and it have some attributes. Action, I'm putting a blank action right now. We will understand action in a minute. And then the second attribute is method, and method is always be a post if your data is confidential, right? And inside the form we need to create a one input field, input type text, and its name is name, and you can call this name as whatever you want, and placeholder is just enter your name, let's close this so you can see clearly. And after this input type text we need one submit button. So for that we need a input type submit, and its value is whatever you want. So I'm gonna put it submit, control S for save, and when you run this application it will not work, right? So for that what we have to do, let's run the application and see what the error is. Localhost, and this is CI tutorial, and this is my previous project, previous file. Okay, and it's showing it here. So let me make a controller to deliver this HTML, right? So let me teach you how to create a controller and how to use it, right? So for that we need one controller. Inside a controller controller directory, this is application directory, then go to controllers, and here simply we can create our controller, our custom controller. So you can give it a name just like okay, you can call this name as whatever you want. Let me put it a test controller and .php. So the question is why I am putting this camel case, T is capital, C is capital. So this is called camel case. Okay, so camel case always classes start from capital letter, so I will put it T. So this is a basic idea if you are working on a object oriented programming, and exactly Codeigniter follows the double OP concepts. So let's hit OK and S, and then simply drag this file and drop it here, and here we will make our class of this test controller, and class name is same as our file name, And the same thing is also follow Java and PHP, all the object oriented programming is same rules. Yeah, so I will not confuse you. Let's come on our topic. So let's put it class. Okay, let's put but first a PHP tag, and then here we will need a class like this, and class name is our file name. So let's put it here, F2 for rename. Copy this name, just only name, no extension, and let's put it here. And extend CI controller, controller like this. So if you don't know what is extend, why but it's giving me error. Okay, this is class extend something, extend is right, extends, sorry, but it still is showing me error. But why? I don't know. Let me check. Let me control S for save, and this is test controller and extends CI controller. Why but it's giving me error? This is class CLASS. Yeah, class, and why it's giving me error, guys? It's I think file name is okay. Test controller, extend CI controller. First time these things are happening with me. Error is just identify extends. Okay, the spelling mistakes. Extends. Yeah, so now this is perfect. Okay, so just remember that this is extend, this is a class as well, CI controller, and we are extending this class by this class. Okay, just for basic idea. And then we need one function, public function, and our function name, and function name is just index, and index is always just index function is run by default. We don't need to call this function. Okay, so inside we need to load our view, and view is here, HTML view, and view is our form.php. so let's $this load, and our view name, view, and our view name, and view name is our form. Control S for save, and let's visit this test controller. So if you visit like this, it will not give a result. Okay, so for that we need to get a result. Just copy this name and paste it here like this, and it shows this form. Okay, which is this one, test form. So let me zoom in so you can see clearly. This is test form. Now we have one field and one submit button. So when we submit, it's nothing happen because we didn't validate this form and we don't have any action to this form. So let's make action it here, public function, make another function, public function, and function name you can call, you can give any name. Just I'm giving a save, and like this is a function. So let's me put it here. We will validate form and call this function inside our HTML. So PHP provides, let's put it like this of save. Okay, and then we need to PHP tag for base URL, echo base URL like this, and our controller name, and our controller name is test controller, and then we have a function. When we understand in a future videos, when we understand routing, I will teach you, you can set just a save like this, and you don't need to put all the things, all the base URL and controllers and anything. Just for this is just for understanding form validation in a basic idea. Okay, so don't be confused, just understand this is base URL, and base URL is just simply your site URL, and site URL is this one, localhost /ci tutorial and then test controller, and we are calling function which is save. So same URL like this, it will be here, this one and this one is exactly same. Okay, so now we have understood action, base URL and controller, and call the method. So next thing, let me run the application. So what the, yeah, it's showing a base URL is undefined. Yeah, when we refresh, it's showing base URL is undefined. So for that we need to load a URL helper. Okay, so we need a constructor it here. Constructor is just like a public function, public, and then function like this, underscore underscore, and constructor, construct. This is a function just like in it will, we don't need to call this. If you know double OP concepts, means object oriented programming, you already know what is this. Okay, so let put like this is constructor, we don't need to call, just when you create an object of class it will automatically run. Okay, just for, and then we need to load a URL. So $these load helper, and our helper is array, and inside array we need two helpers. Okay, array bracket is wrong, array, it's perfect, and hit enter like this, and you can write in the same line. And first is a form helper. Let me first URL, control S for save, and refresh. So error, we expecting error should be gone. Yeah, but call the member function helper, just call the URL helper, URL and form helper. Dot, not a dot, just put it let me put all things in a single line, so it will be very handy to understand. Okay, there is a many helpers, I'll teach you step by step in future videos, in upcoming videos. Okay, so let's refresh. So now it says call the member function helper on a call, and then okay, don't worry about this. Okay, so helper, load a helper, and array. Yeah, this is array, spelling mistake, and refresh. It's still showing a problem called member function helper, and let's load a library. Yeah, let's forget these errors, we will understand. So let's load the library for validation form. So this is for library, lib RARY, and the library is just form validation, form underscore validation, and just remove this one, control S for save, and let me refresh if error is gone. Yeah, just don't worry about that. Okay, so let me back it here, submit, put the data, still showing call the member function. Okay, no worry about it, because we just have created a constructor, but we are not pointing to this controller. Okay, we are not constructing this controller because we have constructed this class, but we didn't constructed this class. For that it's showing a error, right? So for that we just need to call the parent controller, parent like this, and underscore underscore construct, same name you can copy, construct, copy and paste, and semicolon. I'm expecting now this error should be gone. Yeah, it's gone. So here let me put it echo and my save form of something, control S for save, and whatever you will put save form, it's coming. Yeah, so data is coming, and in this function we will validate our form. Okay, so for that we need a because we have loaded this form validation, so let's copy this form validation and have a function set rules, rules set rules, and this functions take some parameters, and the first parameter is our name. And name, this name is exactly this name, like a $_post, $_post, and the variable, if you know a PHP. So this name is exactly, so let's put it form name, copy and paste, copy and let's paste it here. And the second is just for any dummy name, and dummy name you can put anything, it's not important, you can put it. So let's put it a name or anything. This is just for user readable, this is just for PHP will access your this field. And the second is set the rule, and rule is just simply any rules I will teach you in a minute. So let's for form should be required, means this form data means this field will be required. Okay, otherwise it will not go to a save page. Sorry, required, control S for save, and then check the condition if, let me here, if our form this dot form validation have error, form validation, and then have a error or anything, call the function which is run, and if it has a, it will return this function, return true and false. So if have any problem, it will return false, means you have not entered the wrong data, right data. Okay, so it will be a false, and so the error message, like echo, you can echo you didn't validate, please enter your form data and something like you can show. Okay, so for that, this is if data is not right, means user didn't enter a right data, means if you ask for email and user will not type email, then you can stop and show the error message, hey, you are not entering right data. And if everything is okay, you can save data in database, right? So let's put it yeah, then if, let me put it here, if user put wrong data, like didn't enter anything, because this is required, and user didn't enter any data and submit, so still it's going on a save page. Okay, but we want again to show the same page and tell the users please enter username, because this is required. So load again this form. Okay, let's copy and paste it. If user didn't enter any data, okay, didn't enter data, show the same page, and we are not going further to store data for that. Okay, and then tell the user to enter a user, and this is a required field and you have to enter. So the message, this field is required. So let me show the message for we have a function which is validation errors, and here you can just simply put it a PHP tag and call the function which is validation errors like this. Control S for save, and don't forget to put echo. Control S for save, and you can see the name field is required. Okay, so let me put this small n. Control S for save and refresh. So now the name field is required. Okay, when we are submitting, it's not gonna to store data. Okay, so let me put it echo it here to store a data. Echo save a data in DB. We are not writing query to store a data. This is tutorial for just validating a form, to understand how we can validate a form. So let's put any name. I'm putting G and submit. So now you can save the data in a database. Okay, and you can show the welcome message, your data has been submitted, and something like that. So this is just for name. And if you want to validate email, so let's copy the same field and paste it here. Let me little bit zoom out, so this will be pretty good for us. So text and its name is form email, and let's put it placeholder is name, email. So this name we will point same rule it here. This is required, and second rule is you can put it this pipe symbol. You can see, let me zoom in so you can see clearly. This is pipe symbol from your keyboard, this one. And the second field, so let's change the name. Okay, let's a form and paste it here, and this is for email. So let's put it email, and first is email is required, and second is email should be valid, because user can enter something like, let me show you, anything they can type. It's not an email, it's not a valid email. If you put like this, it's a valid email. Let me show you, this is a valid email. Okay, because email have this 8 shine and dot, and after dot we have a something string, and it's have a something or protocol of email. Okay, so if this is not a valid something, user type like this. Okay, so for that we have another rule which is valid email. You can set its minimum length and minimum if user types. Okay, if user types 2 characters, 3 characters, 4 characters, you can set the length. So how you can do that? So let's put it form validation on Google, and go to what's the problem in Codeigniter. Let me put it like this, and the rules in the bottom of that there is all where it is. Scroll down. Yeah, required match deeper is unique is minimum length. Okay, so let's copy and find minimum length of example. Yeah, like this, minimum length is 5 characters. Let's copy, and you can put it here, minimum length, but this is pipe symbol. You can separate rules by this symbol. Control S for save. So its minimum length is 5 characters. Yeah, let's put it 2 characters and put the right email, and submit. It says name field must be at least 5 characters. So pretty easy to handle validation in Codeigniter. Okay, so in the next part we will save this data. We will create a model and save this data in our database. So let me show you what is database is. A local host and PHP my admin, and this is, let's reset it, databases, and we have a database which is a CI tutorial, this one. And in this database we don't have any table. We will create a table which is user table. Let's create a user table and quit, and its ID, its username, let's name and email only, name and email, not all the things, varchar and varchar, and the ID is auto incremented, and it's 130 and 250 of something, and save it. So now we have a table which is users table of database CI tutorial. We will store this data inside our table in the next part. So if you like, please give a thumbs up, and if you have any questions and doubt, you can ask me in a comment box. I'm here to help you. So thanks for watching again. Thank you so much. Bye bye.